where's all our stuff? Like, where is it? So our stuff was supposed to be delivered to us yesterday. Today is July 21st. It was scheduled to be delivered on the 20th, and it's still not here. They didn't call us. Dustin had to call them and to find out like when they're gonna be delivering our belongings, and turns out they're still waiting on paperwork from Missouri, so they can't deliver it to us until they get that. So now we are without our stuff for who knows how long, because they can't even tell us a date. But what they could offer us is reimbursement for like if we were to buy an air mattress to sleep on, they will reimburse up to 40% or 50%, anything that's a queen size, $50 or less. So they'll reimburse us for at least almost half of that, and then also they'll reimburse us for food. They will reimburse us for things we need to buy that is in the truck, our moving stuff that we feel like we really need right now. They will also give Dustin a letter to give to travel, so that way they can cover us for these extended days that we will be without our items. So yeah, it's it's frustrating. It's not the first time something like this has happened to us. The first time we went without a whole month without our belongings, but in that situation it was because they didn't have a driver to deliver our stuff. This time they do have a driver, but they don't have the paperwork to deliver our stuff, and our stuff is in Denver, which is about 2.5 hours away. So yeah, so it's frustrating knowing that our stuff is so close to us, and we would really like to have our couches back to sit on. But I mean, we were smart enough to at least pack our lawn chairs, so we have that to sit on, and then our air mattress has a hole in it, and we have the girls sleeping on it. And so we are contemplating buying an air mattress, because it's always good to have on hand, especially since we like to go camping, and I like to sleep on an air mattress, like I know, glamping, I guess is what they call it. And then also when we have family coming to visit, we're going to be close to his family, so they're an hour away, so they come to stay for the weekend. They have something to sleep on until we can buy new furniture, which is not on the top of our list, but is on our list, just later, way later down the line. So right now we don't have any, well, we don't have anything right now, but guest room wise we won't really have anything. We do have that like captain, what's it called, captain bed with the second bed underneath it, but the girls, our nieces, usually sleep on that, and we're trying to convert, switch Justice over to sleeping into that bed once he gets a little bit older, which, I mean, kids grow so fast, so maybe in another year or so he'll be sleeping in that bed. So we're trying to get that one set up in this room. This is his room, but we have the skylight, so I get better lighting in here. What else? What else is going on? Oh yeah, first homeowner experience. We got utilities the first day that we originally scheduled it for. We scheduled utilities. We scheduled electricity and the water to be turned on, and gas to be turned on Monday when we were supposed to get here. So we got here Monday. Our electric was on, our gas wasn't, and our water wasn't. So then we called the gas company. They came in, turned on the gas, but then we found out, we realized, oh, we got the water turned on too, and then we realized we don't have any hot water. So Dustin called the gas company back, thinking there was something wrong with that. He came in, he looked at the water heater, and he said the pilot is lighting but not staying lit, so something's wrong with it. So he recommended Dustin call a plumber to come and take a look at it to see for a quote for repairs. So then Dustin called this plumbing company. They came out, they looked at it, they said the I don't know what you call it, the thing that lights the pilot is broke. So they called the manufacturer of the water heater, and turns out that it's still under warranty, so the parts are broken, so they sent us the stuff. We just got it today. It didn't take that long, like 2 days. So we got the new parts, and then they quoted us for them to put on the parts just for the labor is going to be $511.22. And if that don't work, they're going to replace the whole water heater, but they won't charge us the $511, but they'll charge us $2,300, just over $2,300 to replace it. So we were like, you know what, let's we'll get the parts for now because that's covered under warranty, so it's free. And then we'll give you a call if we need you. But right now we're thinking of trying to get it fixed by somebody we know. So Dustin called his mom and his stepdad, and they his dad knows how to do it. So they're coming today to fix it for us for free. But we're just hopefully that's the issue, just those parts that need to be replaced and nothing major. We did go to Lowe's and we got a second opinion, a second quote, and it's a lot cheaper. It's $1,300. The actual water heater is like under $500, but we had to buy something else with it because it's like law, I guess, is you have to buy it now to be like quoting, like legally for the house. So I don't know what it is, but it's like another $49, but it's still a whole lot cheaper, $1,300, and that's including their labor and installation of everything. So if we need to go that route, we'll probably go that in, or just buy the water heater ourselves and have see if my father-in-law and his dad can install it then that will be just only like $600-700. So that's our first homeowner experience. Yeah, so there's some minor things in the house that we want to get fixed eventually. A lot of they painted like cabinets shut, some cabinets shut, and this door here, and this door goes to like the peak of the house, so I'm guessing it's like an attic. And this room is extremely tiny, which am I pointing right? This little closet is really tiny, so if we can open that and see if we can make that into, like if it's an attic space, we can make that into a closet for the baby to expand his closet space. That would be great. So we're gonna look into doing that, prying it open. We did pry open the closet downstairs in the kitchen, which was the original cabinets, like pantry, because the pantry there now used to be the original staircase to the house, because it's an older home, it's a 1930 home. So, but it has a lot of character and a lot of charm, and we love it. There's still, like, you know, older homes come with a lot of little issues, so we're fixing it to the way we like it. Eventually, I mean, a lot of the stuff is not major, nothing that has to get done right now, minus the water heater situation. But yeah, so at least it's not, I mean, it's kind of expensive, but at least we have a second opinion that is within our price range, and we knew this going in, especially purchasing a home, since we're not going to have any landlords to fix it for us. It's all going to be our responsibility. We made sure to save a lot more. We have a lot more than the $100,000 of emergency fund. Part of that is because we're buying a home. Part of that was because Dustin's going to be without a work for a little bit, and so am I. So we were prepared with that. We prepared enough for that. So I'm glad that we are doing this Dave Ramsey and the baby steps and being debt free, because not only did we pay off a lot of debt before we moved here to free up a lot of our money, but we also prepared ourselves for situations like this. And I'm glad that I packed that tote, the essential tote, because it has been extremely useful. We have cooked dinners already, cooked lunch, especially now that we have our nieces here. Eating out is too much. The company will reimburse us that we eat out from now until we get our stuff, but I mean, we're tired of eating out, so we'd rather just buy food. We can't buy all of our groceries yet because I don't have anywhere to store it, because of the whole cabinet pantry situation we need to buy shelving for. So yeah. But we really went to go look at Lowe's, and we kind of can work the shelving system that we want to do into our budget. So we're just getting measurements and trying to see if Dustin can get somebody to help him to do it. Maybe while his father-in-law's here, or my father-in-law's here, he can get it done. So we can start buying groceries so we can put stuff in the pantry. Right now I just have it in a small little cabinet, the little bit that we did buy. So yeah, so that's it. We did have to buy like a vacuum because now we have carpet. In our old home it was all wood. Excuse me. Our old home was all wood, and the only thing we had was a rug, and Dustin would use his shop vac or borrow his works vacuum to vacuum it when we needed to. But we did bought a vacuum for that. We bought a router and a modem system. It was expensive, but it didn't work for our internet, so we didn't have internet for a while, so we had to return it. So that's money that we had back. Yeah, little homeowner stuff that happened. We might switch cell phone providers. I've been with the same cell phone provider, T-Mobile, for 12 years. Same phone number, everything. But it's not working out here. Like, we get 4G, LTE, whatever it's called, and we can barely upload, like, Facebook. Or we can not even look up anything online. It says, like, web page error or something like that. So, and then we get a lot of missed calls. Dustin has been on the phone a lot, calling like utilities, and then the VA for his stuff for the military, and he's getting a lot of missed calls, a lot of drop calls. So it's becoming a real hassle. And we had the Wi-Fi, like, extends the Wi-Fi so that way we can make calls. Like, it makes the signal stronger. And T-Mobile sent that to us for free because when we were living at Fort Leonard Wood, that was a rural area and they didn't have a tower there. So they sent us that, and we dealt with that for 3 years. And we thought living in the city in Colorado again, because we didn't have issues before in Colorado Springs, was going to be better, but it wasn't. It's not. It seems to have gotten worse over the years. So we're looking at like those prepaid track phones kind of deals, but my phone's kind of acting up, so if we do that, we have to replace my phone and Dustin's phone. But we need to make sure, we're going to try to stick it out with this for a while until we can save for that, because we need I like to plan ahead, and then I need to make sure we're sticking to our budget and not just going crazy or blowing it because of the whole move. You know, stuff can quickly add up, and it has added up quickly. I'm lucky we saved. We're very blessed that we were able to save that $1,500 for moving, because it has covered a lot, but at the same time it's quickly adding up, and we need to make sure that we take control over that, because it can quickly get out of control, and we don't want to be in a situation where we're spending more than what we have. So yeah, so sorry for this long rant, but I just wanted to say what's going on in case you guys see later on where we get our reimbursement and it's a little bit more than what we spend, and it's because of this whole situation. We're gonna be covered extra days for the move. Luckily we have a roof over our head. We have water now, minus the hot water. We're still waiting for that to get fixed. So yeah, so thank you for watching and thank you for listening to me. Bye. Oh,
wiring.
It's wiring.
So we can. Hey, I like the spring shut wiring. You can easily just close it off in the corner. Lean over, shove it in the corner, and like put a little loop thing to hold it right there.
What can we use it for though? Like
I don't know. I don't know why he closed it off other than...
Open that one then. That way we can just get like something to block it off, like, you know, one of those TV to hide the wires. Oh.
Looks like there was some kind of shelving in here.
Yeah. I mean, that had been the pantry. If this was the staircase.
Probably the pantry. Yeah.
This one was the staircase. Hey, that's extra space we can use.